treat tonight, folks. And without any further ado, I'd like to bring on Kevin Marino. Kevin, are you with us? Kevin Marino. Do you have the mute button on? Can you hear me okay there, buddy? I can hear you now, loud and clear. The call's all yours, buddy.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you know me in the mute button. I always try to keep the noise down. Thank you very much for that intro. Obviously, we've been working together for a really, really long time. We most of the time don't like to admit it because obviously we both look about 32, so it's kind of difficult that we could be working together for that many years. But
exactly. Well, we started young.
Well, there you go.
We were telling it all.
In all seriousness, obviously you can tell we like to have some fun while we work here, and you know, meeting. We talked about it a little bit last night. We're going to talk about it a little bit more tonight because this gathering in Texas was just so amazing. The quality of the folks that were in town, literally 6 and 7 figure earners from all over the world coming in to speak and to hang out and to impart their knowledge and just kind of chat with folks from morning till night, and that's invaluable. And more, we had a significant showing of Savion people, and it was kind of funny because some of the lucky mucks, if you will, kind of they know that I'm the master up here, and it's funny because they kept coming around going, I keep running into Savion people here. There's a lot of Savion people in this crowd, and I said the reality is they're working their tails off. They're hungry for knowledge, and they want to build a monster company. And the response from whoever I ran into that said that, they said, well, they're in the right place because they're going to get a lot of major golden nuggets this week, and that was the truth, and that was great. We're going to have one of the guys on in a little bit to chat a little bit about that. But before we go there, we have a gentleman who most of you on this line know. He's our president here at Savion, and he's one of the guys that's doing a lot of the behind the scenes, kind of making sure we end up where we're trying to go. And that is none other than Mr. John Sheehan. He has a heck of a background himself, owning stores in several dozen stores in a few different states, on the cell phone variety. Plus, folks, he has just done so many different things in his professional career that he's an amazing guy to have, helping to steer our ship. And with that, I'd like to bring on Mr. John Sheehan. John, are you with us this evening?
Kevin, I am, buddy, and thank you for your continuous support of our team and traveling all over the country, making this work. And I want to thank those people out in Dallas because not only the leaders in Dallas, but the leaders literally now across the world, Kevin. I'm looking at our numbers, and once again, we are in full momentum. And the numbers can prove it, Kevin. We pulled up a few accounting reports today, and I am so excited to announce this. We have nearly 2,500 members that are now making a daily income. Kevin, we're not talking about monthly income or weekly income, but daily income, nearly 2,500 members. And I am so proud of what the Savion team of leaders have accomplished. I also want to mention that a few weeks ago, we talked about interviewing for more customer service, and I'm also glad to announce that we're going to enhance our live customer service. We are adding another Spanish-speaking customer service representative, along with adding a Mandarin and a Korean-speaking Savion representative, because I know that China and the Korean market is just exploding. We plan on having them ready early next week, and our office hours are also going to be expanding from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday Pacific time. Now, we start that also next week. Again, that's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. Again, I'm going to actually change gears a little bit tonight. I want to talk a little bit about the power of the website of Savion.net. And, we've heard this at corporate many times, and I know you guys out in the field hear this all the time, and you've been asked, when are we going to be doing some advertising on our website? Well, that has already been happening, ladies and gentlemen, for weeks. In fact, if you go to the bottom of Savion.net, you will see some of our first ads. And I was told the other day it took 4 years for Facebook to run their first ad. And I'm pleased to tell you that each week we'll be placing new ads throughout our site. And Savion is only 8 months young. That's not 8 months old. It's 8 months young. And already our rankings on all the sites in America, it's just absolutely staggering. And I'm going to give you an example of this. Everybody has heard of Yahoo.com. In fact, it is ranked one of the top 10 websites in the world today, like right now. Well, right now, the average person on the Savion website spends 10 minutes on the site. Well, guess how long people are on the Yahoo.com site? I mean, seriously, right now, Savion is beating Yahoo and having people are spending 7 minutes on Yahoo's site and 10 minutes on the Savion site. Well, if you go to Yahoo.com, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of articles, and we're beating them right now regarding our visitors and our members staying on the site longer. Listen, the number of pages that our members and visitors use and look up on Savion are the exact same amount of visitations as Yahoo.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a site that's ranked within the top 10. And you have to remember, there are hundreds of millions of websites. And Savion has already ranked 40,000 in the United States in just 8 short months. Now, here's a statistic we pulled today that, it just completely surprised our team here. Our ranking in Korea is absolutely amazing. The second largest city in the world is Seoul, Korea, and our site has already climbed to 4,500. Ladies and gentlemen, there's millions and millions of sites, and we're at 4,500 in Korea, and our Korean leaders are doing a fantastic job building the Savion business. Now, you might be asking yourself, John, why are you spending so much time on this? Why is this so important to have a strong website? Well, remember, the cashback model is subsidized by our advertising dollars, and I'm pleased to share with you that Google is now helping to take care of some of those ads, which you can see again at the bottom of our site. Now, we're going to fill this site with ads, so on the replicated site so far, you're going to start seeing some ads and so forth. We're going to continue building this advertising launch. Now, at our global launch event in Las Vegas, we're going to be talking about how we're going to make our site even stronger through our next product, which will be the marketing advertising platform. And this product will not only drive businesses to our site, but also their customers. I'm so excited about that upcoming product. Kevin, I'm going to give everybody a lot more details next week regarding the merchant advertising platform. But for now, I'm going to give this call back to you. I don't know if we're going to be doing too much sleep around here tonight, but I want to hear from Scott in Texas. So I'm going to give this call back over to you, my friend.
All right, well, John, thank you very much. And so I heard that we are now, I didn't even have this latest update as far as the number of people earning. So the number of people earning is in excess of 2,500.
Nearly 2,500 members as of today, yesterday, on a daily basis, the day before, paid every day. So this system of Genie checking is working. People are loving getting paid on a daily basis.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that people can come here, work with us, and start to earn a daily pay, but just the fact that it's 2,500 strong already, that's huge. That's absolutely huge, and I'm really excited about hearing that. So thanks for that. Thanks for that update. Looking for more update on that on the merchant advertising platform that you were mentioning to everybody. We're looking for more info on that next week. So we'll put out a big push to get everybody on the call, because obviously, as we talk about a lot of different things going out there, John, this is the next that people really, really are going to want to pay attention to. So we'll make sure we get the word out on that and make sure that everybody tunes in for next Monday.
Kevin, if there's one thing we can always count on you, buddy. Always count on you. Greatly appreciate all your work.
You got it. All right. Well, folks, with that here, I mean, you heard me really kind of go on last night about everything we went through in the past weekend. You heard from some of the folks that were there. You heard from the Midwestern dynamic duo, Ryan and Laura, the brother-sister team out there who are just absolutely tearing it up, ranking up, really supporting their team. Well, here we got another gentleman today out of the Midwest who's going to hop on the call here with us tonight. He had a number of his team members in attendance down in Dallas because one of the things it was funny, we were talking about I would say a week and a half, 2 weeks before, and I said something about, hey, you should really be down in Dallas. And he goes, really? What is it about? And I kind of just gave him just a brief summary, and he goes, wow. He goes, you know what? He goes, I'm going to be there. He goes, I'll bring some folks too because they really need to hear this, and that is none other than one of your 5-star leaders, Mr. Scott Whitney. Scott, are you with us on the line tonight?
Well, I am, Kevin. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine, and it was great hanging out with you over the past few days.
Yeah, we had a good time, didn't we?
We absolutely did. Is there any time we don't?
That's my recollection now.
Okay. Well, why don't you share a little bit with the folks about what you thought of the event, and also how you feel the importance of it in the future to really get people to understand the value that they can pick up there by attending something like this.
Sure. So, drive down there. So I'm one of these crazy people that drove down, and I picked the guy up on the way. Because what's the old saying? Those who you pick up show up, right? So we drive down 12 and a half hours from Kentucky to Dallas, Texas, to an event that I had no clue what I was walking into. I just knew that Kevin was going to be there. He was going to be speaking. Did a little bit of research online. Seen another pretty cool thing. I looked at the speaker panel list. I knew a couple of people speaking. So, I wanted to be there and just check it out. What I got out of it was nothing short of amazing. Being able to network with 6 to 7 and 8-figure income earners, respectively, in the industry, pick their brain, hang out with them, find out what they're doing in their companies, so on and so forth, was something that you cannot get that kind of an education. And then networking with them afterwards, in the evening, early in the morning, I start to wonder if any of us or them ever slept, because it was pretty much an around-the-clock conversation going on the entire time we were there. The other thing that I got out of it was just the fact that, when you get to rub elbows with the owners of our company, with the master affiliate, not to stroke his ego too much because, he is just Kevin, but it's a good thing. As far as why I think now that is an important thing, listen, we're in an industry that gets beat up all the time because so many people don't think that this is real, this industry. This group, the Association of Network Marketing Professionals, is in our corner. We're creating what is similar to a lobbying group. It's going to help put forth a good, positive, powerful message with a group of people that are going to help legitimize everything that we do and turn this into a valued profession in the United States, as it is in so many other countries. So do I think it's important to get there? I think that's probably one of the most important things that we as network marketers can do for ourselves, for our teams, and for our future.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think you nailed it on the head. I did see you networking with a lot of different people all over the place. And it was pretty funny because a lot of times, all the groups of people will come from a certain company and they all hang together. Our people came, we hung together, and then it was like, all right, great. And everybody went in different directions and networked with people, and then just kept bringing them over to introduce to other people to make sure that everybody met. And I'll tell you, it was amazing. If you go online and look at all the pictures online that members of Savion had taken with just literally some of the top people around, because the reason that everybody started to know about Savion is everybody that was there from our company went out and my 70-pound poodles, we brought them in on the final morning, and they were hanging out in the back of the event and outside, and I think they had more pictures taken with them than I had pictures taken. So it was pretty amazing there. It was pretty amazing what was going on, what was happening, how responsive people were, and again, when you get on there, you just see all the different things that have been going on, all the press, if you will, that Savion is getting. And, Scott, you and your guys were a very good part of that. Obviously, some of the Midwest team, we had some of the Cashback Divas there, we had some of the guys out of Houston. I mean, literally, it was just, some great people from Savion, meeting everybody from the industry. So it was pretty good. And, one of the things we learned from Eric Rory and from some of the other folks is, to start referring to what we're doing, really not as, we're part of this industry, but now we are actually proud to go out there and say that we are network marketers. We are part of this profession. We are professional network marketers. It's what we do. We're not saying that network marketing is perfect. But Scott, I'll tell you what, I believe it's a lot better than the other choices that are out there in the marketplace. What do you think?
Yeah, amen to that, brother.
All right. And I know you're going to be out there with many of your team out in Vegas. I know you're looking forward to that group because, tell us describe to the folks, what do you do to promote and really get your team to understand that, this is where you need to be. This is how you grow this business. This is how you become a professional. How do you get them to understand that?
The biggest thing that I share with my team is, the old saying I said around our team call tonight is, the lamp is not plugged in, will not light. And you've got to get your butts in the seats. You've got to get on the phone calls. You have to be part of the system that we have in place. Events multiply your business. You can build a business just fine off your cell phone, off your laptop, in the living rooms. That works just fine. For what you do in your home and in your local area would take you about 6 to 9 months to do what, if you brought 8 to 10 folks to an event, would take you about 30 to 60 days. So it just all depends on how fast you want your business to grow. The more butts you have in the seats at the event, the bigger and faster your team is going to grow. It's a proven fact. Ask any 6, 7, or 8-figure income earner in this industry, the number one thing that you can do for yourself and your team, and they're all going to tell you, get your team to the event. Why? Because the event is something that is going to show them something that they need or that you need. The other old saying is, either you need the event or the event needs you. So what does that mean? Well, either you need the event, then it can mean a couple things. Either you're not at the rank that you want to be at, which means you're missing something, and you need to be at the event to get the training and get the exposure. Or the event needs you, which would mean that maybe you're training on stage, or maybe you're going to run into somebody that asks you a question, and your answer and your view of how it's taken care of is going to help that person go home and blow up their business. But one of those two things are absolutely certain. Either the event needs you or you need the event. And if you're not there, you're going to miss out on all those networking opportunities and the ability to help your team move forward.
Well, I think that pretty much really covers that part of it. Now, some of the people tell me, hey, I'm going to go to the event, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to teach my team what I learned. You're pretty experienced. I mean, you've been around the industry. You're pretty good. You are a professional at this. How difficult would it be for you to teach everything you heard? And you being a serious professional and one of the top earners, how easy would it be for you to teach everything you heard this weekend to your team at home?
There's no way to teach that to somebody that wasn't there. I mean, you can talk about what you heard, you can read off some of your notes, you can share who you met, but you can't impart that feeling and that knowledge into somebody that they get when they're there. You know, it's like, you know, telling somebody, you know, listen, I'm going to go to Disneyland and I'm going to enjoy the heck out of myself there. I'm going to take all the rides, I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to have the time of my life. I'm going to come back and I'm going to have a meeting in this hotel room. And I'll all sit down, I'm going to flip through the slideshow presentation, and I'm going to tell you what it was like and how I feel. But you think that those folks are going to get the same experience that I had? Absolutely not. The only way to have the experience is to be there, period.
I'm telling you what, I've never heard that analogy before. I am so feeling that analogy, man. That is awesome. The Disneyland, I've never heard that. That's great.
So to ride the ride, baby.
Yeah, I really like that. That was really good. Okay, so from here on out, we have, what's the date today? The 6th? Today's the 6th, I think. So today's the 6th. We're meeting on the 24th and 25th. Folks, that gives you 18 days. Call it just over 2 weeks to get focused and get as many of your team in place at the event. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You're going to start hearing some announcements ahead of time. The reason you're going to start hearing some announcements ahead of time is we have too many announcements between here and the 25th that we don't want to bombard you on the 24th and 25th with a ton of announcements to take away from each of them. So we're actually going to start dripping a few of the announcements out over the next 2 weeks. And what you have to understand is we're going to be dripping out some major announcements. So you can hopefully only imagine what the ones are that we're holding back, that you will actually be able to see and play with and go through and learn about live in person at the event. And folks, that's what it's about. So the whole point is to get there, have the butts in the seats. I don't know where people got that term from, but you guys put the butts in the seats because that is absolutely what's necessary to build this business. You know, sometimes people come and say, well, you know, I don't know if I'm going to go to this one, or I don't know. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you want to take your business to the next level, you want to step up. Maybe you're a VIP. You want to hit elite. You want to hit 1 star. Maybe you're an elite. And your goal is by the end of this year, you want to be a 5-star. Whatever your goals are, I will tell you right now, the time to reach those goals will be significantly reduced if you show up to national events. Period. End of story. There is no, well, maybe, kind of, sort of. It just happens. It does. And the reason it does is because you're able to sit and get the information firsthand. You're able to bring team members with you. You see, you got to understand, if you the second thing you could do to shorten your goal date, all right, and to really ensure that you're going to make it, is to make sure that you bring team members with you. Because it's not just, I mean, again, that analogy was perfect. You have to ride the ride in order to really understand it. You cannot go on a roller coaster or go on a Superman ride and then go sit with someone and say, oh, this is exactly what it was like. You can't do it. It's not possible. So that is what it's like to be part of a national event. You're there. You're part of the ride. You're part of what's going on. You cannot come back home and go through and give people 2 days worth of information from a number of different speakers and give it the intensity that it deserves. To allow them to learn firsthand is way bigger and way better. Scott, do you have any parting words for the folks tonight?
You know, Kevin, all I can say is this, that if you're not considering going to Vegas after this phone call, then you're not serious about building your business. Vegas is where you need to be. Vegas is where your team needs to be. And if you have vision for being a 5-star and beyond in this company, you will do whatever it takes to solve for X to get your team there. That's the last little bit I have to advise the private office this evening. If anybody wants to reach out and ask me why, I'm happy to share. Kevin will tell you right now that I don't hold back, and I'll tell you what I think and why. And I just know how this works. And if you want this to work for you, then smart people do what leaders do and have what they want. So you do what the rest of us are doing, and the chances of you having that are pretty good. So that's it, Kevin.
All right, well, Scott, thank you very much. Really appreciate you joining me tonight on the call. Thank you very much for Mr. Bonstone for hosting the call. He does so much behind the scenes for you guys that when you get a chance, give him a big thank you because he is a hard worker behind the scenes. And as always, a very special thank you to our president, Mr. John Sheehan, who shows up with us every single Monday. And John, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for tuning in and parting some words with the folks. And I know they're really looking forward to some of those meetings, some of those announcements that you're going to be giving out to us to kind of lead us in toward that major announcement that we're going to be going through in Vegas. So again, John, thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you folks for joining us. We'll be on tomorrow night going to go through some texting information. We're going to go through some training info. We're going to have a good time because, folks, that's what it's about. It's about getting on the line, getting your folks on the line, helping them to learn, helping them to build a business, and that's what we're doing. So with that, this is Kevin Marino saying this call is officially over. Have an incredible night, everybody. Take care.
Well, fantastic. You had a chance to listen to Kevin Marino, one of the, actually the master affiliate for Savion. And you've heard some of the other men from the Savion group as well. Tremendous things are going on. If you want to really stop wasting money, be a part of Savion. If you want to start getting cash back, be a part of Savion. You want to get daily residual income. You heard it on the call. Over 2,500 people now are getting a daily residual income. Not weekly, daily, every day. And it's a minimum of $5 per day up to $3,000 a day. This is a revolutionary kind of company, really changing the game in a big way. I would encourage you to get the information you're looking for today. Won't be hype you up at all. That's not what we're about. We're not trying to hype people up. We're not putting pressure on people, and you're going to even ask you for a huge cash outlay. But we want to assist you in getting going in a business. That's going to be a good thing for you. Even if you choose not to be involved in the business, you can also take advantage of just the product itself. The product itself is one that you'll get cash back when you use it, 20% cash back. And getting cash back if you're spending $170, $200 a month, a week rather, on anything that you're buying. 20% or $200 a month, $200 a week rather, that's a good amount of money. That's $40 every week that you're getting back. Membership's $125. So guys, add the numbers up there. It's 100. You get 160 minus 125. You got some cash overlay there, right? So it's kind of a good situation, really a good situation. And again, if you go up to you can go up to $240 as far as the money that you can get back. But do take advantage of it for yourself. And those of you that do, I want to really offer you the opportunity to stop wasting money for sure. I mean, really start getting cash back right now, and then of course get that residual income on a daily basis. This is something that you want to opt in for today. Get some information for yourself right away, and we'll be happy to give you one of my free book. Actually, is called Innovative Leadership. And I look at Savion as one of those innovative kind of companies that's really putting a real hurt on some companies that are out there. And what you'll learn in our book here, this is a book I read myself here back in 2015. What you'll learn is how to take what it takes to be a leader of leaders, and how you can get firsthand perspective on how to build a network of leaders. And also you'll get a 52-week inspirational therapy program I've written, put together something for a group of single people, but it works for anybody. It's a 52-week inspirational therapy program where you can be inspired every day for 52 weeks and take some time and meditate on those words that you'll be able to be inspired by. And so there you go, and you have it. I would encourage you to be a part of it. And even right now, by the way, guys, there's a matching bonus promotion going on. If you've seen this between now, June 1st and June 23rd, you're seeing this promotion that's going to be taking place. That's going to be actually a really dynamite promotion. I think it's 23rd, 24th, but correct me if I'm wrong on that. But the idea is that there is a promotion, matching bonus. If you help somebody rank up in the company, right now they're going to pay you 100% matching bonus up to $10,000, guys, up to $10,000. Give you an idea. You help somebody make $150 a month, you make $150 a month. You help somebody make that's $5 a day deal there. If you help somebody make $600 a month, that's $20 a day. You make that same $600 that month as well. This thing it goes on up to you match up to $1,000 per person, and there's a $10,000 max altogether, and with everybody involved. So take advantage of this right now. This is a great way to actually maximize your income while you're getting going in Savion, and plus you'll be getting your regular commissions as well, plus the bonus money. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. So go ahead and get the information today. Opt in. Be happy to help. You can get a hold of me as well. Right here online. You can when you opt in, of course, I have your information, and I'll be sending information to you. If you want to call me directly, you can do that, or text me at 909-263-4569. I didn't put that number out purposely, but I want you to hear it. If you listen this far and you want to talk to me personally, I'd be happy to talk to you. 909-263-4569. Keep in mind, I'm in California, so I'm on the West Coast time, Pacific time. So we'll see you around. Have a fantastic day. God bless.